Today we have with us Mr. Sanjeev Chaube, the EVP and Head of AI and Big Data Analytics from Vodafone Idea with us. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for joining us and looking forward to hear what you have to say. So we have seen that cloud has always been significant for the companies in the past few years. But when it comes to AI and ML and emerging technologies, they are still on the board. So when it comes to the right use case selection and having the cloud in it so that you can optimize in full potential is something that has been in question for now. Can you please address this and how we can mitigate these?
Right, Vanshika, I think this is a very good question. First of all, thanks for having me as part of ETCIO panel. I think the question is very, very pertinent. There are hundreds of use cases which are currently there, right? Which are predictive in nature, prescriptive in nature, or preemptive in nature, right? I'm not talking about the descriptive part today. It is very, very important how you select, how you choose your use cases when it comes to AIML cases are there, right? Which have direct impact on customer experience and the business value. So certainly, we do pilot, we try to assess, we understand from the business teams which use cases are going to impact the business. We'll do the POCs, we do small projects, and then we see the impact. We look at what is happening, what is that extra delta that is brought in by the model, right? The model outputs versus what is, because without model also something is happening on the ground, right? So we try to compare the difference between the two. The additional delta we attribute it to the AIML models that we build. Now, coming to the selection of right models, right? And there are models which are conventionally made on. See, I'll divide it into two parts. One is innovation and then the operation part. So, operational models which are built on a certain data set, structured data set, and conventional AIML algorithms are used, right? So they are already in place. So on the other side, we also have complicated algorithm, deep learning algorithm, generative AI algorithms, which are also there, which takes exponentially high data storage and the processing capabilities. And that's where the cloud enabler, right? Cloud as a major enabler comes into picture, right? So, and we are able to then see, so if conventional algorithm is taking 7 hours for a process, given all the conditions constant, if I go for the deep learning algorithm, the same process may run for 2 days, right? That's the kind of differential. And that's why if I don't choose my use cases correctly, I would land up incurring huge costs on the cloud. And that's why very important to choose the use cases correctly and scale them on the cloud. The other requirement from the cloud perspective is then comes from the variability point of view, the flexibility point of view, right? The moment I want more capacity, I increase it. The moment I don't want the capacity, I reduce it without paying anything extra, right? And the major issue, major challenge will come when we are dealing with the unstructured part of data. So if I talk about the textual data, social media data, which is exploding, and if I talk about the image, the video part, that needs to be processed and then intelligence can be generated from there. So if I want to convert one language on a runtime, if I'm watching a movie in a different language and I want to convert it to B language, right? On the runtime, a lot of processing power is required. That processing capability can be brought in by cloud itself, right? So runtime, we are able to do a lot of other activities. So a lot of these pre-trained algorithms, deep learning algorithms are also available today. And on the servers, on-prem servers, it is difficult to do the processing part, right? So that's why the cloud becomes an enabler, because by click of a button, you can change the instances. So from 16 core CPU, I can directly go to 712 core CPU in just a fraction of a second, right? Just by click of a button. So that is the kind of differential that cloud brings in versus on-prem data lakes.